Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, the born to the apostles and elders of great Muslim for teaching us this truth, peace and blessings to hope elect to Israel and Shalom. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father in ancient Hebrew, Ba'ashem is the name, and Yahushai is the name of the begotten Son. Back on lesson, and today going to go to these fires that are breaking out, these heat waves that we are seeing, and ultimately how this is the ways or through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, this is the Lord's doing. You're starting to see things progressively getting worse. People asking questions and, wondering, what's going on. You're seeing all these just, terrible things happening all over the world. You're seeing famines breaking out, especially, the famine of the word and all these plagues and pestilence that the Lord sent out upon this place, man. And you also see these devils, putting planting the seed for those excuses, for the blackouts that are to come, which they have made multiple articles and made multiple videos about it. The blackouts to come because of the heat waves and just many other things. Are just planting the seeds for the excuses. So when people see the blackouts happening, they're gonna have that planted excuse in mind. But I do want to get this quick article, and we'll jump to a few scriptures. Be a short lesson. But it says UK breaks its record for highest temperatures as Europe sizzles in heat wave. So UK breaks its heat record, man. And you're seeing major end-time signs, end-time prophecies that we're in the midst of, which can show you that we're nearing the end of this devil's kingdom. But let's play this quick video. It's 50 seconds, so we'll see what's going on. But we also know that these devils have, technology to be able to alter or manipulate, the weather to make it hotter or to make it rain, which I made a lesson going into, where you have NASA, have a machine that can create, clouds that, contain rain in it. So it could be their doing, but it's ultimately still through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. But let's continue on. So you see things are progressively getting worse, and once again, this is the work of the Heavenly Father, man. And as I said earlier, you have multiple people, wondering what's going on and why these things are happening. But y'all that don't seek Yahweh B'Shem Shai while you still can, it will be too late. But continue on, which actually I want to get a little photo where you have a laser beam, being shot down into this one forest. Laser beam caught. Camera. Bear for a minute. So I know I seen this one photo a while back going into let's see. Like this right here, something like of this right here, being shot down, starting these fires. So, you have, as these devils have this technology to do these types of things, but continue on, it's like if just want to get that out there. But the UK's weather office announced a temperature of 40.2 Celsius was provisionally recorded, crushing a previous record of 38.7 Celsius in 2019. So the office also issued the UK's first ever red warning for exceptional heat this week. So meanwhile, the heat wave across much of Europe has caused raging wildfires and at least 748 heat-related deaths in Spain and Portugal. So Yahweh Shem Shai is judging this place, man. Let's see. So the United Kingdom crushed its record for highest temperature Tuesday as a scorching heat wave broiled much of mainland Europe, leading to hundreds of heat-related deaths and fierce wildfires. So this happened in the UK. So imagine, what's coming to America, man. And this is where the main destruction is going to take place, and it's also going to hit America the hardest, man. The famines, all these plagues that the Lord's going to send out upon this place, man. With the flames rising toward a French beach, Britain sweltering, even as the seaside drove home concerns about climate change. And, that's pretty much it. I'll leave some link in the description to go to for yourself. Just a quick lesson going, to the heat waves and, things that are going on. But the book of Sirach 39:28-30 says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. It says, fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. So showing you this is the work of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. This is the Lord's doing. Fire, hell, all these different storms that you see that cause a lot of deaths, that destroys neighborhoods, the work of the Lord. That's us also with these animals, man. What you see right here, it says teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. It's why you see animals attacking people. You have people that you have surfers swimming, in the ocean, getting attacked by sharks. And usually, sharks won't attack people, man. But time to time, you'll have sharks start, eating people's arms, making them immobile. All this is the work of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. But you go back to the book of Hebrews, the 10th chapter and 31st verse. Go into is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. But I see where verse 29 one more time. It says, fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. And fire is the main point. Continue on. Well, as we just read in the article, major heat waves, forest fires are starting, 2nd Ezra 15:11-12 says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and America is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. So it's talking about America as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Verse 12, Egypt shall mourn the foundation, which shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. So Yahweh B'Shem is punishing this place, man. Send these plagues, send these pestilence, that you are seeing. You're seeing famines brewing. You're seeing forest fires. You're seeing things going downhill, man. Things are progressively getting worse. As people just thought they had a chance or a sliver of hope that things were going to go back to normal, that America is going to rebound and make its way back. Well, you're dead wrong. You're like, why are these things happening? What's going on? How are things still getting worse? Wondering why all these famines are brewing. You're seeing, diseases come from out of nowhere. Wouldn't say out of nowhere, just gotta try to be careful with my words. If you know, you know. But Nahum 1:6 says, who can stand before his indignation, and who can abide in the fierceness of his anger? His fury is poured out like fire, and the rocks are thrown down by him. Once again, the work of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And y'all that don't seek the Lord while he is still near, while he still may be found, while we're still within this grace period, will be caught up along in this judgment to come. We're headed some very scary and terrible times where we're seeing things continue to pick up and get worse. Lord's preparing to destroy this place, man. Just like how he had Noah back then. Warning them, to get on the ark. Well, they disregarded the warnings. They mocked him, made fun of him. Just like how you have people today, mocking the prophets, man. Making fun of us, calling us names, not taking this truth serious. Guess what? Until it's actually happening. Then they want to get on the ark, Then they want to act all close, But let's continue on. Kind of ranting a little bit, but this is 2 Timothy 3:1. But it says that this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. So we're heading some very scary and terrible times, man. This thing is to be taken serious. People gotta understand the magnitude of what we are a part of, man. As I said earlier, you have a lot of people that are not taking this truth serious, and you really understand the magnitude of, once again, what we're a part of, man. How the seriousness of this, man. People do whatever they want. That's why when you go into scripture, how we're as in the days of Noah, people are partying, giving us the marriage, not having a thought or a They don't have any thought of what's going on or what's to come, man, because they don't care. Until something actually happens, until it's at their doorstep. But let's get back to Matthew 24 and 21 through 22 and close out with this. It says, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be." So it's showing we're heading some times that have never been seen before. Times, once again, as we're headed, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of this world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So it's showing just how great this judgment is going to be, man. How terrible it's going to be. Verse 22, "And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened." So you see how Messiah hastening these days for his elect. Go back to this. Actually, close the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel 9 and 4. Then Yahweh said unto him, "Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof." Exempt from judgment, that mark is to be upon the elect. Lord one, we're part of that number, man. Constantly sighing, and crying to Yahweh Messiah to get us out of here, man, to destroy this place, man, as we're here. And except the days should be shortened for the flesh, no, reading too fast. "And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for your elect's sake, those days shall be shortened." So the Lord's hastening these days, man. Things are starting to pick up. You're seeing these prophecies flying off the pages, man. Things are getting serious, man, as it was already, So y'all that want to continue to take that as a joke and as entertainment will be caught lacking, as people like to say. Caught with their pants down, So hey, repent while you still can, man. Things are heating up, literally and spiritually, man. You have demons on the prowl. As scripture going to you, let's get that real quick. "Seeking whom he may devour." 1 Peter 5 and 8 said, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour." So you see, Satan walking in the midst of this place, So once again, showing you things are getting worse, man. You're seeing a more wicked and perverse spirit on these people. Demons working through these people to try to get a reaction out of you or to do certain things. So we pray the Lord for strength and to protect us in the midst of these times, man, because it's going to get serious. I don't want to drag this out once again. I do want to give all praises. I'll learn to go with Yahweh Shai, Bashim Dash, the apostles, and that was a great millstone for teaching us this truth. Peace and blessings. Hope like Israel, and shalom. See you next one.